Alright, in today's video, we are going to perform an installation of Db2 version 12.1.3. As usual, we're going to use the community edition. So this install is going to be on Ubuntu Linux 24.04 LTS. And so starting 12.1.3, IBM starting to support the Ubuntu this version. Prior to that, they only support to Ubuntu 22.04. Okay, so let's see. So the install is quite simple. We had some previous installation similar, so we're gonna just do a quick install to see how it goes. Okay, and so if we search Google search like system requirement, so basically this is 12.12. It's only supported to 22.04 LTS. So this is the new recent released 12.13. Its support included 24.04 LTS. Okay, so that is just our the purpose of this video. Okay, so here's the brief bullet points too. So first we download from IBM site, and then we're gonna stage it to the server. After that, we're gonna untar this image and then do pre-check. Okay, so here's my server. Let me exit and get started. Okay, so this is the server. I'm gonna log on. It is Ubuntu 24.04. And roughly this is the information. So the Db2 installer or install image this is downloaded from IBM. So after that, we're going to run a command called tar. Okay, so we're going to run this command tar to untar this image. Okay, so you see, so basically just tar. Let's see xvf, or just vf is xf is fine. So I already untar this, so everything is in this folder. It takes like half minutes to untar this. Okay, so we already untarred, so let's just go into this folder and do pre-check. Okay, so the pre-check command, it is the db2 pre-check. So the option we're going to use, L is latest, R is I, it is like no pure scale, just the typical software install. So here is the pre-check. So you see, it does have some utilities or packages needed to be installed. It's fairly simple, so we're gonna just simply install those packages. The first for the strings that is going to be, I think it's going to be the bin utility. I think utility or utils. Yeah. So we install that one. Should be fairly quick. It is a string function, a command line. Okay, utility. Let's check again. We should also install the key shell. Although it says key shell, it is for partitioning. So we are not using this feature, DPF feature. So, but regardless, let's just install this one as well. So it's going to be installed the key shell. Okay. So after that, the only thing left, it is there's a 232-bit, one is libpem. Another one, it is lib standard C++. Okay, so the both is I, like 32-bit. Okay, 32-bit. However, the nice thing it is here, they said we need to install those module or routine, which is provided by the lib. This one, previously we have to Google to research to find what package needed to be installed. But the nice here is already point we need to install these two packages. Okay, let's do a package install to see if we can install. So we're gonna install this package, okay? And also install another package. Just we can install these two all together. They both 32-bit, okay? So this is going to be installed, okay? But you can see the system cannot find those packages. To install those 32 package, if you Google search, okay, so we need to enable the 32-bit architecture. It's going to be PKG. The command we need to run is add architecture. It's I386. Okay, so this is the one we can add this architecture. Okay, so we added this architecture. So now we're gonna do a apt update. Okay. All right. So now we try again. Okay. So now we're gonna install this too. It says still unable to find it. It seems find another one. Let's see. Let's install this one first. Okay, so at least they found this one. So let's install this one. And all right, so this one installed. Let's check again. Okay. So they said, oh, I see. I think the it's incorrect. I think the installer prompt this is incorrect. Let me check. Let me check what is the package we need to install. Let me pause the video for a second. Okay, and we find what is the problem. So basically, I think the installer says install this package, right? But it's not this one. It should be 386. Okay, so let's go to 386. I think it is 3. Yeah, it's a 386, not a 686. That is then probably for Red Hat stuff. Okay. Oh, I see the problem. And C++6, okay. C++6 and the dash. Oh, this is the one. So let's see. 386. 386. Let me check my another system, see which package it is. Okay, just give me a sec. Yeah, I think I can find the problem. It is colon. Okay, so. All right, so now it's satisfied the. Just some warning. If we don't install those things, it's just warning. We can ignore. Okay, but Anyway, so we just want to see a clean no warnings, so we just install those one. Okay. After that, so we're going to just start the installer. It's going to be db2 install. Okay, so we can just simply use this one. Just give some. So we're gonna accept the license. Take default where we're gonna put. So we're gonna install. In our case, install server. We can put those in the command line. So we don't want the pure scale. Okay, so let's just run. Okay. So while it is running, let's summarize the command we're going to put here, okay? The needed package is going to be, so like key shell, like apt install, we need a key shell. Not necessary, but it's better to install the key shell and the bin utilities. And let me go here. Let me do a search, okay? So let's just get to the history of the command. And so basically, all right, so this is the one. So basically, and the bin utils and key shell installed, we also need to install these two, okay? So we also need to install these two. But here, it should be colon 386. Okay. So for this one, we need to do is apt add the 32-bit. Let me use the history to find the command. Okay. So we're gonna add this architecture i386. Okay. So let's see, insert. Okay, so this is the packages. Also, we need to do if we use sudo, we just use sudo apt. Okay, update. Okay. All right. So then we can install the db2. We just use the simple db2 install. Either use command line or just enter a give key. Okay, for example, we can use minus y. It is accept the license. Minus the product something, forgot. Okay, but anyway, and so we done this many times in previously. All right, so the install is complete. Let's check. Okay, so the install is complete. We can do a db2ls. So you can see this is the one we just installed. Let's create a user, do something quick. Okay, so we're going to just do a user add or add a user. Let's see, add a user. So let's add a user db2 inst1. Okay. All right, this really doesn't matter. All right, so we have this user. Now we can do create the instance. So it's going to be initiate from this location. This is going to be instance, and the db2 CRT, and after that we're gonna give a instance user. In our case, is the db2 inst1. Let's see. Db2 and so on, Db2 and so on. Let's see why it is. Let me do a cat. So it says log file. Let me take a quick look. UID for this user. Let's see. ID db2 inst. What? Maybe a typo. Let's see. db2 okay. Let me remove this one, okay. USR. So missing a letter. Okay, let me remove this guy. Okay. So let's add user again. So I'm gonna db2 inst one, okay. db2 inst one. db2 inst. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna add this user as the instance owner. We don't need this one. Let me remove this home directory. Okay. db2. All right, so let me restart this creation. It says the creation is started. Create the instance. Once the instance started, created, we can just log on to while it is running. Let's take a quick look. So, okay, it's successful. And so we can quickly create a database. Okay, so it's execution successful. It's gonna be finished. Okay, all right. So the instance created. So we can check db2 grep and minus dump. You can see it. Okay. Yeah, we can see it. The user. You see here it is. The user is created. The instance. So let's sudo to this user db2 inst1 and do a db2 start. So start the instance. All right, so now we're going to see db2 level. So we see it is 12.1.3. Let's see. So license, you can see it is the community edition, and they have limited the number of the number of memory. It's 8 max. The core is 4. Okay. All right. So let's do a create a database. So we're gonna db2 create a db. Let's see called the sample. Okay. Let's use the db2 sample to create. Let's take a little bit longer. Okay, so but I'm gonna pause the video. Okay. All right, the database created. Let's do a connection. Okay, db2 list db directory, and after that we can do a db2 connect to sample. Then we can do a db2 list tables. You can see those tables, right? So we can do a simple db2 select star from, let's see, department. All right, so that's all for today's video.